and on the short side. All right. Obviously, we are open for business, and we are seeing the push down we thought we'd see. Again, guys, you could have been in the short before the open, and most people know this already, but just going to review it again. We typically wait 6 minutes or so after the open to be in a trade if you're not already in one before the open. What are we really waiting on? We're really waiting on the market to give us direction. So as soon as we start to see that it wants to give us direction, then we're going to start looking at things. Some people with permission to trade the open can take the long signals like this and the short signals, considering the fact that we probably are looking at two-way trading. Now, if you're doing the long signal right now, got to do your targets quick. Everybody else should be sitting on the sidelines for a few more minutes, being patient. The market still looks like it wants to go down, so I would say again, and again, I'm going to say this about 10 times this morning. Be cautious, guys. If it's not a glaringly obvious trade to you, don't press a button. Even if I point out, hey, there's a long signal, don't press the button unless it's something that's extremely obvious to you. Market still looks like it may want to go down a little bit more, but give it a couple more minutes.
Go down to 496, another area of support. Maybe.
All right. Anybody grab that long signal? Wouldn't expect anybody to do it. Good job, Green Jeans. Targets off, stops up. Again, everybody else, don't get FOMO. Wait until the market. Well, the market's kind of slow right now anyway, so it's not like it's jumping all over the place where you can't trade it. So, this is one of the scenarios where we really want to just kind of see, like, okay, well, the market's not going to do anything crazy on the open. So do we really need to wait 6 minutes today? Maybe not. For newer people, probably should. There's always going to be a trade, even if you got to wait until 10 to get one. Probably will be one pretty soon. Still no echo, right, guys? Love it.
No,
there's no echo.
Sounds good. I hear that fan going.
Yay. So do not move your computer from where it's at, Boss Hog.
Yeah, don't touch it.
This is a complete.
Don't touch it.
This is a different headset.
Don't change a thing.
This is a different headset than yesterday. My battery's dead on the other one.
Then don't change a thing with your computer.
I think it's just where I was living at.
Maybe it had some ghost.
I believe I did.
Still, that headset, speaking of headsets, still not in.
Oh, wow. Maybe it
know.
was just because it's such a good one. Everybody bought it.
I'm waiting. If it comes in, I'm going to grab it.
That's crazy.
I like the Yeti. I just can't take my headphones off or it echoes.
It just grabs so much noise. That's why I had to go away from it. I love it.
Yeah. Just
I use it when I record other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very sensitive.
A couple more ticks on the stops, guys. A couple more ticks on the stops. A couple more ticks up on the stops, guys. Now, those of you that are on the long side. And 6 minutes are up. You're now free to trade around the world. Bing! Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. And wait, what's the crappiest airline out there? Frontier?
Frontier, yeah.
Frontier. Brought to you by the rude stewardess on Frontier Airlines from your last flight.
No, Spirit, right?
I don't know. I think Frontier is worse than Spirit.
Is it? Okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, when I'm in South America, I fly Spirit. And the planes are pretty nice, and it's actually not Spirit's nice in South
No,
America.
yeah. A couple times I've flown it, I've heard nightmares. Every time I did it, it was fine. I was like, ah,
It's just the couple times I've done it in the United States, like they put you in those freaking. All they have is those plastic seats. It's nasty. If you're flying for more than an hour, it is not comfortable.
Well, they wipe all the baby mama and stuff off of it for you.
Oh, Allegiant. Yeah, there you go. Allegiant's not the best either. I still think Frontier takes the cake as far as crappy airlines there. Stops up a little bit more, guys. Just a couple more ticks. Just a couple more ticks on those
Next
stops.
start. What's the next start? 503?
03, yeah, on the ES.
Yep.
Looking back. That's a good one.
Bingo. Target off.
3 is a good one on the ES. And if you guys want to find out how Coach Wilbur's getting these targets, watch the class replays. We went through finding those targets, didn't we, guys?
we did.
Did we not go through finding targets? You guys that were in class 2 weeks ago?
We did.
All right. Coach Paul remembers. Does anybody else remember?
How you feeling, Lulu?
All right, yeah. Are you feeling better today?
Hope you're feeling better. Hope you get back to your old sassy self. Yeah, be careful. Careful when you trade super tire. That's not a good combination.
Well, there's your two-way trading, guys. If you want to think about being flat on the YM now, yes. Squeeze your stops up a little bit more. More ticks. Again, Boss Hog, he's calling out a couple targets there. Who remembers the training from last week? It was last week, right? We did targets.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just last week, guys.
Yeah, it was last week.
Come on. There were like 25 people in that class. What is Boss Hog doing to find his targets?
Next start is 05.
Come on. What is Boss Hog doing to find his targets? I'm not going to tell you guys. You go to class for that. Or you tell us now. Trading.
Praying. Using Mr. Predicta.
You got the cell signal on the YM. I don't know if anybody took it or not. Exactly what I said. There's your two-way trading.
Harold.
Hey,
There
all
you
right.
go.
Looking left for some very specific things, guys. Very, very specific things that you have to find in the class. What is Boss Hog looking for to the left? What exactly is Boss Hog looking for to the left?
Asking the real Boss Hog. I don't even think he's alive, is he?
That may be a.
Hey.
That may be
All right. Harold Graham Green. Good job.
There you go.
Hey. Graham Green, Harold. That's your prize for the day. Paying attention. Little W long on the YM now. YM's a little choppy. I'm kind of afraid of it right now, guys. You're still long on the ES. Probably move your stop up a couple more ticks if you wanted to. If you're going to do the long on the YM, use the 16 tick rule. That way you're patiently waiting on it. So get another candle or a candle to start to paint above that previous one. Just to doubly confirm that it wants to go up. How close did you get to 5?
It's going to push to 5.
Oh, you got close. Maybe a little M on the ES. You're going to do the count of trends, though, guys. Target's quick. If you're doing the count of trends, ES right into a zone. Looking more like you might see a first touch rule. So, again, guys, on a trade like that with the ES, say you do a 9-tick rule short, you should have your targets off in a situation like this right now already. If you want to do a counter trend, I would say stick with the trend, find good trades with the trend, guys, for the time being. But again, if you do it, targets off quick and move your stop quick. And you got a W starting to work on the YM. 16 tick rule on the YM. But again, don't like the YM right now. Starting to chop around, guys. YM starting to chop around. ES, if you're not long, sit on the sidelines for the time being. Again, we're going to be extremely conservative this morning. Conservative this morning. Let me get my tongue tied out of the way early. A little W on the ES as well. I'm just going to go ahead and say this, guys. Like, again, on the long side, stay with the trend. Those of you who aren't in tune with counter trend trades or can't take targets quick, you don't want to be doing it. Wait for a pullback, trade with trend. All right, targets off. Those that didn't get the original long trade, now you've got a second chance to get in this long trade. There you go, guys. Don't expect a ton out of it, though. Not expecting huge runners this morning. Best you can do is get your targets off quickly at this point. If you did do the original long, best you can do is get your targets off quickly and move your stop to a no lose. And then we chill out after this, guys. Expecting that there would be chop. What did we say this morning? Don't expect huge moves before the afternoon. Could be very choppy, slow morning. May not get a lot of opportunities. Most likely have two-way trading. So far, everything we put in the plan is true so far. So as long as the market sticks to that, then that's what we're going to do. All right. Everybody should have targets off on the long side. Who's catching a piece of the long? It has worked. Good job, Harold. Green jeans. Westy, did you grab a piece of that? Get some Westy on the long side? You did not? Okay. It's all right. I'm not going to argue with anybody passing on anything this morning. Waiting for your turn, Ferg. Good job. Guys, I love that we've gotten to a point here in this club where we know that most everybody out there is being patient traders, waiting for your opportunities. And not everybody's going to be in every trade. Not everybody should be in every trade. All right. YM stops up. Let me repeat that again. Not everybody should be in every trade. And you should not be taking, and everybody should not be taking every trade. Is that a better way to say it?
Sounds good.
Be patient. Your opportunities will come. Guys, think about it. If you have to wait till 10 a.m. to get your opportunity, then wait till 10 a.m. Be patient. Be patient this morning, guys. And you're probably starting to get another little sell signal here on the ES. But again, on the counter trends this morning, I would be wary of them. Take your targets quick if you do the counter trend trades. Again, like I said, on the ES and the YM, it's not a 18 tick rule. It's a 9 tick rule. You get targets fast. If not, you just stay on the long side for now. All right, you guys still long? Trade screen. Nice job, Harold. All right, Harold, I would seriously think about chilling out at this point. Stay long on the YM, obviously. We got a little bit of the push down that we thought we'd get on the open, but not much of one. Yep. Yes, yep, that's correct, Greg Green. 8 range. 8 range, 9 tick rule. 15 range, 16 tick rule. Let's see, Crib could play out this morning. Let's see, May. It's actually
Let's see here. So far, so good. Yeah. Well, I like the ES Crable.
I am to play out pretty well too. Could possibly look at a Crable today, guys.
Yeah, actually, the YS
on
looks
the
good
ES.
too.
Still trailing long on the YM.
All right.
We got like 3 people that's still long on the YM. Graham, are you still long on the YM? Oh, you had to do a super tight slot. Okay. Then we're just gonna be patient. Wait. Good job, Green Jeans. Coming back to the prior swing where we sold from, so you might want to think about squeezing the stops a little bit on the YM. ES is chopping around. You can take a chance on the long side, but if you do, again, target's quick. ES is just starting to chop, guys, so this is what we thought might happen. YM's giving you some pretty good swings to play with, so has given you some decent swings to play with. Good old ES Choppy McChopperson. And I bet Boss Hog is still long.
Actually, I'm not in one right now.
You're flat. All
Yeah,
right.
I am flat. When I went flat, I'm going to say and watch it. It's
Okay. Yeah. Watching's the best thing to do right now, guys.
it is. It's too choppy.
Maybe a couple more ticks on the YM. I mean, unless you're in the YM long, there's nothing to do on the ES right now, except for watch it chop around. Unless you're a big time scalper. If you're a big time scalper, you're just taking each of these inside the HMA when it gets a little oversold, scalping on the long side. Other than that, you're not doing anything. Being patient. But more ticks on the YM. That's a good one on the YM, guys. Maybe take a look at this long trade on the ES since the YM's still going up, guys. Possible 9-tick rule. Not quite oversold in stochastics, but you could possibly take a look at it. YM continues to go up. ES might want to follow suit. So you can take a try at that and then get your targets off pretty quick. Still looking choppy on the ES though. If you did the long trade, get your targets off. I'm a little bit more comfortable with that long in the ES with the YM continuing to push up. So you do a couple more ticks on your YM stop. Nice little long trade on the YM. Good job, guys. Good job, Green Jeans. Anybody do the little long here on the ES? First touch rule, not quite oversold stochastics, but not a bad thought as far as entry. Good job, Green Jeans. Targets off. Nobody else did it. I'm not going to argue with you guys if you didn't do it. Not this morning. Will not be yelling and screaming saying you should have been in this trade. Not going to happen. What I don't want you guys to do is get FOMO. I want you guys to be like Mr. Farouk. Be patient. Wait for your opportunity. And hey, look, if you got to leave before like 10:30, maybe you tell yourself this morning, if I don't get a trade in, I don't get a trade in. Fine. You guys good with that? So if you haven't gotten a couple of good trades in, and here's the other thing, if you've gotten a couple good trades in, you got green right now, start telling yourself maybe you're done. Maybe you're done for the morning. Couple good trades. All right, you guys are long on the ES now, right?
And it broke those fives when I went long.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
So yeah, I didn't hear that either.
Let's see, but I said when it broke those fives when I went long.
Okay.
So breakout trade.
Breakout trade. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Not gonna be much, but I think got one target
little-
off.
Got a little bit on that.
Little scalp. Yeah.
All right, stops up a little bit more probably on the YM. Might be thinking about being flat on the YM. At least like 9. Let's see, 9. Something like 953 would be a decent stop on the YM. Obviously flat on the ES.
Yes.
Job, Harold. All right, start thinking about this being, guys, I'm serious about this, please. All right, Stuart. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come back this afternoon if you can. Catch the party then. Other than that, guys, I'm telling you, I'm being extremely serious about this. Don't get in every trade. Could possibly be a little bit of double topping on the YM, but again, guys, we're really trying to see if this is going to be a range bound day, or morning. So far, it kind of looks that way. So we're just going to kind of keep looking at it. The ES is narrowly squiggling to the upside, to use official trading terms. Yeah, guys. Again, if you're green already, please listen to what I'm telling you. If you're green already, start thinking that you're done until this afternoon. Please. Yeah, do something. Get yourself occupied. Switch to sim. I'm telling you guys, not going to be pretty. Got a couple good opportunities this morning on the long side. Then the short before the open. Then the long. And the move to the long side. That's it. We've had some clean opportunities. Not even super clean opportunities. Really, 3 really clean opportunities. That's it. That's all we've had so far. The other couple of trades were kind of forced in there. So that's it. So, I hate. Yeah, everybody wants to trade. And I'm going to sit here and tell you, not going to be a great environment for a person who's struggling to be consistently profitable. So if you have green now, after one of those trades, stop trading, please. Can I say that louder? Can I say that more? Boss Hog, Paul, you guys want to back me up on that?
I completely agree with that. I'm taking your morning. I'm done for the morning.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll come back this afternoon and play around.
There'll be a lot of opportunities this afternoon. Promise you. There's going to be a lot of opportunities this afternoon.
No, it's not going to happen.
I'm trucking. All right, you got another little hookup on stochastics with the ES. But again, guys, just because I'm pointing out the trades doesn't mean that you need to be in it. If you do it, do it. Take your targets quick. Keep saying that. YM, you're still long. Yes, target's off. Now that was a clean opportunity. First touch rule, overbought stochastics, nice little hook up. I'd never catch you drinking a pina colada. All right, on the long side, guys. There you go. Staying on the long side for now. Anybody get back in on the ES? Obviously, you're not out on the YM. You're just squeezing your stops up now, son. Probably 971 would be a good stop on the YM. 971 would be a good stop for the YM now. ES. Stretch catching that. All right, guys. I'm telling you, if you've gotten your first couple trades in, sit back and relax. Don't get FOMO. Don't get fear of missing out on anything. Don't be pressing buttons. Wait for those nice little clean oversold stochastics with a swing. Get your stop still no lose on the ES. YM might start thinking about being flat now on the YM. At least have your stop at like, yeah, I like 70 is what I like before, 70. 71 now. So you see the game that's happening with the ES guys. Here's the game happening at the ES. Long signal, come and take stops. Long signal, come and take stops. Eking ever so high. Long signal, come and take stops. There's the game being played on the ES. All right, Stretch, good job. Now, Stretch, you start thinking maybe you wait until this afternoon. All right?
Yeah.
Please, sir. You're green this morning. Keep it. Please, Stretch. Stretch, please. Keep your green this morning. I beg you. I beg all of you. If you got your one or two good trades in, I'm begging you. Just because we're still going to call trades out doesn't mean you should be in it. And looks like we got a few people on trial. Question: when do you, a few people on trial? Those of you on trial, please. You probably got a private message. Check that private message. Log into libertytradingclub.com. We've got some videos there for you to help you get an understanding of what we're doing, why we're doing things, how we do things. They're little starter videos, if you will. I guess that's the best way to put it. Little starter videos. All right. Farouk's question: when do we? Today would be a good day to take 2 minutes stochastics into consideration. I mean, ticks are mainly staying above zero. So that's a good question, Farouk. Today would probably be a good day to take 2 minutes stochastics into consideration. Especially if they start to hook down like that and you get a sell signal. Below where we took off here, you could possibly scalp that on the short side, but still saying, guys, we keep with the trend for now. Keep with the trend. Market can't get above those. Still battling to get above those yesterday's areas. So this is really where the rubber's going to meet the road, guys. If it doesn't want to stay up at this point, then we will have confirmed what? We'll have confirmed. What is it that we will have confirmed? Look at it, guys. YM just stalled out right at yesterday's area. Yes, stalled out. Nope, not a confirmed downtrend. Look at the morning notes. We'll confirm that
Inside
this.
day.
What's that, Boss Hog?
Inside day.
Hey, two-way trading. There you go. There we go. See, guys, we don't have to make trading complicated. Simple enough, right? That's simple enough, right, guys? We don't have to make this overcomplicated. Just look to the left. Use a little bit of thought process. Again, those of you that sent your homework in, great job. You will get individual replies. You will get individual replies for the adjustments that need to be made. Yeah, there's possible W here on the ES. I just think we want to slow it. Be slow this morning, guys. Just very methodical on this. Looks like the ES wants to come back down here to create that range. So if the YM does not form, here's look at it this way, guys. The YM doesn't have a successful first touch rule, then you don't want to be buying anything on the ES right now. How about that? Is that cool, Farouk? So if you want to look at it like that, if you want to try the W trade, right, what are you going to do? You're going to look to the left and get those targets off pretty quick. I just think we should, okay, it's starting to work, so maybe you want to be in it. A little W. Target's quick. That's all I got to say, guys. Target's extremely fast. YM. Did anybody jump back in on the YM? Well, W when that started to work. Farouk, did you get your targets off? Good job, guys. Good job. Farouk, you got your targets off on the W, right?
Into those 3 out of those 5.
Farouk, did you do that or no? Lost him. We lost Farouk. Somebody help me find him.
Farouk is gone.
And if you passed on it, Farouk, I'm not going to, again, I'm going to say good job. It's literally what I'm going to say. Good job. Look at the ES, guys. You really want to trade this? Chop. You got 4 points one way or the other that you can play with, maybe. I'm going to blame anybody for not trading that.
That was my last scalp for the morning. I'm done with that.
Yep. I'm spectating.
I think a lot of people should be spectators at this point. Here for the jokes. Yeah, I'm seriously, guys. I mean, you can look at the range chart. Tell me that's something you want to trade. If you do, again, take the targets. Done for the day. There you go, Truckin. Done for the day. Give that man a gong. All right. Anybody else done for the morning? I would hope that some people would say yes. Farouk, did you get the W or no? And here's going to be my answer to either of those is good job. Whether you took it or not, I'm going to say good job. Good job, T Light. That's it, guys. I mean, I've said it like 10 times. If you're not good at scalping, stay away from this. Stay away from it. Be fast. Yeah. You gotta have extremely good entries. Be fast with the trigger. Get the targets off fast. It's a big ask for a lot of people. It's a big ask for a lot of people. All right. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to do. Thank you, T Light. Yes.
Yes.
Stay green. Stop till the afternoon. Thank you. All right. Let's give a couple people that are done for the day. Dave. Let's see who. Dave. Dave Trucking. Some other people are done for the day. Here's your going, guys. Good job. And I meant to tell you guys, those of you on trial, we do like to celebrate people being done for the day. So if you hear us talk about getting a gong, that is the official great job. You got your trades in, you got done for the day, you got green, moving on to the next one. So Dave, good job. What was that? Graham Green stairs pretend to be busy. Yeah, come back this afternoon.
Trucking, that's exactly the way you do it. You don't have to learn all 6 of them. Just learn 1 or 2 good ones and stick with them until it pays you.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I preach every single day, guys. That's what we preach. Thank you, Trucking. Get the setup that works for you.
That's right.
Now, I did say you could take this as a sell signal on the ES below this area. So, again, we're going to play in this range. Two-way trading, guys. Anybody do the short on the what? On the ES? Anybody short the ES? Yes, he did. Flat on the short. Don't be flat on the short. Just trail it down. It's a decent little sell signal there. YM kind of held back on that one a little bit. The only one I liked was this below this little chop area with the ES, guys. All right, Westy, great job. Great job. Have a great day. Good job this morning. Stops down a little bit more on the ES. If anybody's still short on the ES, or you guys all go flat?
Good short.
You short on the ES, Boss Hog?
Yes, sir.
All right. Call your stops, please. Anybody else still short on the ES? It's okay if you're not. Come right now. We're coming right back to where it bought from before, guys. So you might squeeze your stops down. Possibly look for a buy signal now.
Got to be flat.
Possibly look for a buy signal if
Yeah.
you're looking to trade with a trend. Good short, guys. Good job on the short side. And hopefully those that are newer to us understand this is a little bit of an atypical morning, especially for us. Typically we have quite a few good trades in by now, but you gotta do what the market gives you, right? Had your chances early, guys, and I think if you're not short right now, you just be patient. Here's a novel idea.
If you are short, move your stop to 98. So it's slowing down and you're flat.
BA.
Came down to that area of support down there. I figured it would turn.
A long signal on the YM now. Again, I'm gonna say this every time I point out a trade, guys. Don't think everybody should be taking it. Trying to get a buy signal on the ES, but again, I just don't think everybody should be taking the trades. I'm gonna say that every single time this morning. If you take it, get your targets off quick. Every time. That's perfect, Graham Green. Green jeans, Graham Green and green jeans. Graham Green and green jeans. We're gonna have some collard greens. The Graham Green and green jeans 5 times fast. Say it. Hard to do. Anybody on the long side of the YM? Get your targets off. Yes.
Yes,
You're
you
gonna do
just
the long if you're doing the long trade, thinking about targets quick, or do nothing. Sorry, boss. I'll go ahead.
that's what I'm gonna say. If some of you people don't know, if we don't say anything, it's because there's nothing there. There's nothing.
That's it. That is it. That's I couldn't say it better myself. I mean, most of the time when we're BSing around, you should probably not be trading. YM's being a little bit more forgiving. Anybody doing the long on the YM? Anyone? Anybody doing the long on the YM? Nope. Okay. People are listening to my advice. Again, those of you that have just shown up on the trial, obviously this is an interesting morning ahead of the FOMC. Okay. So it's not a very typical morning for us. Those of you on trial, some of you have been around for a couple of days on trial, but those that are new on trial, not a typical morning. Typically, we're going to be in a few more trades in this, but we're going to talk through a few more trades in this, but you want to be cautious in front of that. And so that's what we're doing, being cautious in front of the afternoon news. Again, and I still look back, guys. I mean, let's look at it. Targets off if you're doing the long on the ES. YM. Okay, I got two people long on the YM. So target stop up maybe to like 953. So just take it back up to the top of the range on the YM, guys, and then squeeze your stop tight. Most likely, same thing's going to happen on the ES now. So the ES, get your targets off, move your stop to a no lose, and look for it to come back up into this area somewhere. All right. Anybody other than Green Jeans catching a piece of the long side, guys? Anybody else? We've already had 15 people get done and leave already. That's awesome. I love it. You can squeeze your stops a little bit more on the YM, those that were long on the YM. I know, I guess Green Jeans is doing it too, so probably 3 people I know of long on the YM. ES, just leave your stop. Just leave your stop. No need to move it. You've already taken targets off. Let it push up a little bit more before you move your stop up. Boss Hog, see you later, buddy.
All right, everybody. I got to run do a few things. I'll be gone for a couple of hours. I hope to make it back before the news. And if I don't, good luck.
Do it well. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank
Everyone
you.
have
Thank
a
you.
good afternoon.
Yeah, we'll see you this
Have a
afternoon.
good one.
sometime.
We'll be here.
I think we will.
We'll leave the light on.
So we'll leave the light on for you.
And only experienced traders trade through that news. and I don't suggest you do that. But
You can't tell Claude. You can't tell.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
is that difficult to figure out?
Claude.
Unique voice.
is Claude in there?
Yeah.
Claude, don't play to the news. He's far enough away I can tell him that.
Charge the other headset before you come back. Your voice is so much clearer on the other headset.
I'll let me see if I can change it.
Don't mess with anything on the computer.
Yeah, don't touch the computer button.
Yeah. What about that one?
It's about the same, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I
didn't
can
hear a
hear you.
difference.
No worries. All right. Have fun running around today. See you back sometime this afternoon, Boss Hog. Do whatever you just did because that gives the feedback.
Oh, just got some
Back
feedback.
to what you go back to what you had before. Again, guys, now we're getting feedback. What'd you change? You broke it, Wilbur.
Whatever he touched just caused feedback. I don't think he can hear us.
I can fix that pretty quick.
Oh, there you go.
I can just turn his mic off.
That turbo fan he's got going on too. That thing doesn't play. Sounds like an airplane.
Couple more ticks on the long side with the YM here. Yes. I don't know if you guys got flat, but again, I don't know what your entry was, but you could still be long on the ES. It's like I said, you're looking for it to get back up to this area. So if you guys are long on the ES or re-long on the ES, that's a game that ES is playing. It's going to try to take the stops, try to take the stops, try to take the stops. So you got a little bit of room here, guys. Got a little bit of room for the ES to go up a little bit. But I don't want you guys chasing trades. Just be patient. The YM has been much more forgiving this morning. A couple more ticks on the YM. You're at the top of the zone. So lock in what you want there. Top of the range, if you will. So you can be long on the ES. Just make sure to get targets quick. Again, I don't want you chasing those. So if you weren't long from back here somewhere, you're not going to get long now. Any of these areas back here, if you're not long from this, don't do it now. Again, those of you on trial, hopefully you do realize today is a little bit of a interesting day. I said this a few times, going to say it a few more times. Everybody, including members. Interesting day, guys. Head of the FOMC. We're going to try to get a few good trades in this morning. Maybe another hour or so, and come back at 145, get 145, 150, and get ready for the fireworks. That's what I meant. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Get ready for the fireworks. Oh, sell signal in the YM. ES actually getting a bit of a. I just don't like the ES right now, guys. I hate to say it, but you got to scalp the ES right now. That's the only thing you can do. And if you're not good at that, don't trade it right now. Here's the deal. Let's look at this, guys. What do we have this morning? All right. So what was the first thing we said when we came in? Nice little long trade with the trend. Then we reversed. Short signal, old tiny M, right before the open. Most people didn't do it. Get down here into the open, waited a couple minutes, said, okay, we can be long now. Most people didn't do it. Then we said, okay, well, now you can take a shot at the long trade with a little W. Then we had one more here with first touch rule. Oh, wait, no, we did this one. We passed on that one, did this one. Well, first touch rule long. And then we looked at this little W. And then we said, okay, you could sell below that consolidation, right? Sell below this range. Some people did that. The other buy stops in. And then we had one more little W long here. And that's it for the morning, guys. That was it. YM, a little bit more forgiving, right? Same thing this morning. We said, hey, look, as soon as we jumped in the room, there's a good long signal. Press the buy button. A little consolidation on the top. Get the sell button before the open. We have a little tiny wonky, if you will, want to call it wonky W for a long signal after the open. Some people didn't take that. Then we had a better right here around 940, the W long signal. And quite a few people take that one for a nice trade. And then a little tiny long W looking here. This is exactly where I said, look, guys, take the long on the ES if the YM starts to work out. Remember that. Take the long on the ES if the YM starts to work out. A few people did that. And we sat down here and said, okay, got another little W starting to form. And that's it, guys. That's your morning trading. For the YM and the ES. So anybody still long, YM or ES? Anybody? Anyone still long? Not going to hear me argue with you not being long this morning. I urged everybody to get green with a couple good trades early. That way we could be relaxed and not have to force things. And I mean, look, tell me there is confidence in a long trade right here. Where's your confidence come from? You got any in that, Paul?
No, none.
None. Okay. All right. I'm just making sure. Anybody else? Anybody? And here's the deal. If you got this is one of those times where if you tell me, you tell me. If you're extremely confident in one trade or another, put it in the chat, guys. Put it in the chat. If you are so confident that there's going to be this thing's going to go up another 5 points, tell us, and then tell me how you know that, and we'll put it in part of the plan. We'll start trading it that way. If you know that, then my gosh, we'll add it to our program. All right, back to the top on the YM. So, let's see, you could possibly think, yeah, it's not going to break above the highs. I mean, if it does break above the highs, you're going to want to be long, but it's pretty much what we expected this morning. Okay, well, all right, let's see. Here we go. You want to read the comments? Don't expect huge moves before the afternoon. Is that true right now so far? I don't know, guys. Is that true so far? Nobody wants to play along? Boss Hog leaves and everybody shuts up?
And they're done.
Boss Hog leaves. They're like, oh, screw you guys. Boss Hog's out of here. We're done. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
All right, we'll just sit here and tell jokes then. I'll get my plates
I
warmed
want to
up.
try to be logical with you guys, and I hate it for some of the people that just showing up on trial. But there's you tell me you find a confident area. We had the opportunities. Now the market's slowed down to a halt. What do you do? Situation like this. What's it here? Think about it this way, guys. What is the most? No, coaches can't answer this question. We've talked about it for the past 2 weeks. What's the most important thing when it comes to trading? The most important thing. I've said it for 2 weeks now, and I'm going to keep screaming it. The most important thing when it comes to trading. What is it?
Oh.
Patience. Well, yeah.
That's a big
It's
one.
2
but
words. 2 words I've been screaming for the past 2 weeks. What are the 2 words? Most important thing in trading. It's very precious to you. What is it, guys? Come on. Obviously, Claude doesn't know because he hasn't been around for 2 weeks.
My pistol in my truck.
Ah,
Did you say your
What?
pistol in your truck?
That sound better than the other one?
Much better. Yeah, much better. I thought you were gone already.
Well, when you said that, I happened to hear you say that
still got some echo.
other
though.
headset. Now I hear the echo in it.
Yeah, whatever you did, you were perfect, but whatever you changed, got that echo back.
I don't hear the echo right now.
I do.
Does anybody else hear the echo?
Hello.
Hola. Hello. Any echo?
No, there's no echo on our part.
Echo, no echo.
No,
All right.
Lulu says no. Here, Harry says no.
Okay, yeah, it's not so
Hey.
bad. All right.
We'll stick with this one then. Hey, King David,
Paul,
what's up, buddy?
Paul, you're just in a cave.
Could be.
Hey, well,
Could be. Could be that stopped up
yeah.
head of mine. I'm just feeling echoes in my ear.
Okay. Now I'm gone. I've got that fixed.
All right, buddy.
All right.
All right, buddy.
You guys
I'll
have
see
a
you
good
later.
day.
Have a good
All
one.
right.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bigger M on the YM for a sell signal, a little tiny M on the ES for a sell signal. But again, this is pretty much what we thought was going to happen. So hopefully you guys aren't. Again, I don't worry about the member. I worry about the members in the sense that you guys know to be patient. You guys know to be patient. We preach it. All right. There you go, Paul. That's my thought on that. That sucks. Right?
Oh.
All right.
So,
What is the most, don't lose your shirt, Lunatic says. What's the most important thing in trading, guys? Sorry, Paul, go ahead.
no, I was just agreeing with you. Perfect timing.
I know, right? That's just
funny.
the way the cookie.
That's
Go
funny.
ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
It is funny that it happens before get that
Wow.
done like today.
Oh, this market, it's just slow.
Well, you
But
guys,
we
I mean,
expected that, though. I mean, it's.
I told you guys. Go ahead, Paul. Paul's saying
No,
exactly what
I was
what
just
gonna
yeah,
say.
I was just gonna say. I mean, I hate it for the new trials because they're not really getting to see anything today. But I mean, come back this afternoon. It's just this is
Yeah.
This is not a typical day for us, but it's expected.
We're not risky traders, guys.
No,
we're not going to take
we're
a ton of
very
risk.
patient. Very patient.
Come back tomorrow. Come back any day. The morning before the Fed. Morning before Fed. If you've ever traded before in your life, you know that this is. You know that there's a high probability that the market's going to be like this on the morning before the Fed. Right? You guys know that, right?
There you go.
Yes. Everybody, members, you've been here before. You know that. Trial people, if you've traded before, you know that too. You don't take a ton of risk on the morning before the Fed. Don't do it. You had a few good chances with some pretty good confluence. After that, you got to sit back and assess and say, okay, I mean, chop on the ES. Again, the YM's giving a little bit better swings that you can trade, but now it's starting to chop a little bit. So what do? You get the trades when you can early. This is now. Do you guys understand? Now do you guys understand why I said get one or two good trades and be done this morning? Now do you guys understand that? Look at the markets. You guys understand why I said that this morning? Thank you, Stretch. Nice. Do you guys understand now, looking at the
Yes.
markets? Coach Paul says yes. Anybody else? Do you guys understand why I preached this morning to get one or two trades in? Look at it. Look. Okay. Preached it this morning. I wanted you guys. You guys know I care about your accounts. I care about your profitability as a trader individually, every one of you. You guys know that. There's no other place out there that's going to care about your profits as a trader than we do. I can promise you. Not our profits, your profits. We care about it to the extent that I will yell and scream to say, stay out of trades. Don't do this. Don't be crazy in a market like this. Get one or two trades. Get a little green this morning. Get the heck out of here. Be done. Come back in the afternoon. So nobody answered my question. What's the most important thing in trading? Let's type it in. Patience. I say patience. Hey, there you go, King David. Capital preservation. I didn't have to type it in. It is patience. But yes, patience will help you with capital preservation. So really, the most important thing in trading, ladies and gentlemen, is capital preservation. Then you find a setup that works for you. Take that setup multiple times. Don't be attached to a monetary outcome. Be attached to a statistical outcome. A little long signal on the YM and ES, guys. Little long signal. You might want to scalp it, though. If you want to do it, scalp it. You have education. You've got so not just you have to be educated, but you don't have to. Here's the greatest thing about what we do here is we show you that you don't have to know everything about trading. You don't have to know everything about the markets. You don't have to know how to use the gamma. What is it? What's the funny thing we say? The Fibogam notch wave system.
Fibogam notch wave system.
The Fibogam notch wave system. You don't have to know how to use that to be a good trader. You can just look at the charts. Follow the charts. Do what the charts are telling you to do. Follow them. Do what the charts are telling you to do, guys. Look at the charts. Follow them. They're saying we want to be range bound. Says it wants to be range bound. Tick chart says it wants to chop around. Simple. YM. Look at it. Not a lot of decision in the YM. Starting to chop around. Couldn't break that over the yesterday's.
I'm telling you that English is hard. Go back to speaking redneck. I'll just translate if you want.
It's like, hey y'all, you see this area over yonder? See this area over yonder? It couldn't get above it, so now we're not going to trade it on the long side.
He's saying don't get in the trade long.
Hey y'all, see this area over yonder? I mean, we said it this morning. Look at yesterday's where we started. If we couldn't break above that zone, if you will, or area from yesterday's peak, if we can't get above that, probably not going to go above that. If we couldn't get above it by now, it's probably not going to go above it. So we know that. Both YM and ES. That's what we said first thing this morning, right? And I got to make sure batteries are good, Mr. Predicto.
Where is he in a drawer somewhere?
No. Do me do it? Let's do something.
Let's play with Mr. Predicto.
See if he has
Ask him a question.
What do you guys want to ask Mr. Predicto?
Somebody give us a question for Mr. Predicto.
What do you guys want to ask Mr. Predicto? Let's see. Let's see what Mr. Predicto has to say. Now you're talking like me, Harold. I'm gonna reply to you first, Harold, on your homework.
Will the Feds raise rates?
I don't care.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to ask
Mr. Predicto? Yeah, we know you don't care.
Well, he's wrong about everything about that, right?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Predicto.
He's the anti-Predicto, just in case people don't know that.
Yeah. Most people don't know. He does not know his butt from a hole in the ground.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to trading, he knows the other one. The question's pretty good, though.
All right. Will the Feds raise rates?
Yes. Yes.
Well, he may have gotten one
he
right.
might be. Yeah, so he might be right on that one. He might not be too far off.
Maybe he got upset that I put him in the corner for a while and said put him in timeout. So first.
This is exciting.
I normally wouldn't say do that, Paul, but
Let's see.
But I think that just makes sense in this situation.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Something to that extent. Yeah, maybe not quite. Yeah.
Yeah, something to that effect.
I could do something like that.
What else? Yeah, I just
I hate the way it does. Yours clear out your every time we
yes,
text.
every time.
Oh, it's
Yes.
so annoying.
Then maybe if you want to do that as well. That might be a good idea as well.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm on it.
Or have her do it. All right, guys. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Come
I'll
back.
reach out.
Come.
I'm reaching
What's
out
that,
to her.
Paul?
I'm going to reach out to her right now.
Okay.
Paul.
Cool.
Yeah.
Come back this afternoon. I mean, like, here, I tell you what, guys, we're chopping around doing nothing. Markets. Is everybody else seeing this on their charts? Am I a crazy person, or is everybody seeing this? Everybody's looking at the same charts, right? Nothing to do. We're all in the same charts, right? If you're not scalping, there's nothing to do. And you can take those long signals, scalp them. I mean, that's about it. But you guys are seeing the same thing I'm seeing, right? Look at your charts, say yes or no. Okay. Well, how about we do this then? Since we had it, let's look at it this way, guys. Think about it like this. For a morning in front of the Fed, to be able to get the trades off that we were able to talk through this morning, long, short, long, long. I think we skipped on that one. Long, long, short below this, and another long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip that one. 5, 6, 7, 8 trades. Eight pretty decent trades with good setups on the morning before Fed. It's not horrible, is it? And now now the market's just going to chop. We know what's going to happen, guys. We're going to chop around. You're going to see one swing. Here's me being Mr. Predicto. You want to be amazed at this, guys? You're going to get one swing over the lunch break. That's it. Well, when I say one swing, a swing up and swing down. So if you want to call that 2, call it 2. But you're going to get one up and down move over the lunch break. That's it. So I think we do coffee now. Come back. See if we can maybe find one more before we call it a morning. Come back before the Fed. Again, you did get the long signal, like I said, guys. So did anybody take the long signal when I said there's a long signal? Anybody do that? Anybody do it when I said there's a long signal? It's okay if you didn't. Not gonna complain. George did it. Good job. Hey, there we get some people doing stuff. All right. All right. This is the way we do things, guys. George, welcome here
Sure.
on trial.
Yes.
We do trade multiple contracts. I'm assuming you did that on the ES, George. I'm gonna walk you through kind of our thought process here. ES, okay. All right. It was ES. Yeah. Okay. So the way we do it, okay. The way we do it is you heard Coach Wilbur, Boss Hog earlier talking about targets. We always want to look to the left, and we're going to trade multiple contracts. On the ES, we suggest 3 contracts. If you can't do 3 contracts, do micros. And we're always going to look to the left and find targets. So right now would be a target for you on the long side. So we trade multiple contracts, at least 3. So you would have 2 contracts that you've taken off in profits right now, George, and then you would move your stop to what we call a no lose. So that doesn't have to be break even. Your stop on your last contract, we don't keep a target for the last contract. We don't use a target for that. We trail the stop up into profits. Does that make sense, George? Does that make sense, George? Okay, good. Yeah. So we try to get a couple targets first, and then on the last contract, we trail it into profits. And a lot of times it's going to happen. You're going to be flat. Good little scalp trade. We've been saying scalp it anyway. And now let's do a coffee break. All right. So now we got everybody green, including the trial people. Perfect. Quick coffee break, guys. 54,000 contracts on white.
Yeah, total volume's
very
down. Total volume's down on all 3 indices. So
we knew that was going to be the case, though.
Yeah,
We knew
people waiting for this afternoon.
Everybody's waiting for the afternoon. So
it'll get jiggy this afternoon.
Oh yeah, trials. Please make it back for the afternoon.
Yes,
George, you can be able to be here at like 145, 150 for the Fed. We're going to teach everybody how to trade the Fed.
Yeah, in fact, that's a good. Why don't you mention that to the trials so they know how? Well, we can talk about it, I guess, when we come back.
Coffee and lunch equals okay by me. You're not going to be back. No, you're not going to be back this afternoon, George. Oh dang it.
Oh man.
Not ES. You did it on the YM.
MES. MES.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm an MES.
So yeah.
Silly me. Same thing. So we still use the ES for the trade signal. Let me click on that chart for you. Trade and not get burnt. That's it. We use the ES for the trade signals on the MES. So if you're trading the MES in our process, you have a naked MES chart, and then you have a 699 ES tick chart and a 8 range ES chart for our trade signals. And then you follow the ES to get in the MES trades. So if you're using the MES, you probably want to use, yeah, there you go. You got it, George. You got it. Something tells me this isn't your first rodeo. Something tells me this is not your first rodeo. All right, let's do coffee real quick. And come back, see if we can grab one more before we go to lunch. All right, guys. Let's do that. Let's do a quick coffee break. Good? Everybody good with that? Quick coffee break. Come back, see if we can grab one more. All right, let's do it. I mean, again, markets are just chopping. I mean, you're just chopping. So waiting for a higher probability trade signal. That's what we're doing. Just waiting for a higher probability trade signal. So let's do coffee. Come back. And Paul, I'm going to find out that one thing too. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right. I'm back and am informed that there's a couple people still long on the YM. Good job, guys. Stops up. Anybody take the buy signal as we were walking away for coffee break on the ES? Did anybody do that? Not going to argue if you didn't. Still in the top zone. Those of you that did the YM, good job. You too. Still in the top zone. You're just scalping long or short on the ES if you're doing it. If you're not, you're doing nothing. YM, again, still being more forgiving this morning. So the YM was the one to trade this morning. Try to find one. Let's try to find one. We'll call it by 11:40. Try to find one, and then we'll break for lunch and come back for the Fed. And I told you guys, what was my prediction? Oh, by the way, and Mr. Ridico is completely wrong on the Fed raising rates, probably.
I'm predicting a quarter. Thought I read that. You might be right. He might be wrong.
You have 43 is definitely in the sights on that. If it breaks above this little consolidation, you'll get back up to this zone. So you could even get back to 45 if it breaks above it, George. So I think you could even look at 45, 40. Sorry, 05. What's wrong with me? 4, not a bad target if it breaks above this little wick here. So you could definitely look at 3 and then 4 if it keeps going up. It's going to be a little bit of push to get to 4,500 again, but it might do it. I mean, not 4,500. What is wrong with me this morning?
A little trouble, aren't you?
Just a little out of sorts here. 4,500. 40. Maybe even 5, 7 would be a push to get there. I mean, the way the YM's moving, you could see that. Yes, might follow along with it a second. So, if you're in the long on the ES, guys, you are going to have your stop it if you want to stay in the trade. Can I have those? What's wrong with me this morning?
You're really struggling, aren't you?
Bleed. That's all, folks. 4,500 is your stop right now if you want to stay in it, but probably going to be flat. ES has been doing this all morning. It's going to try to take stops. That's all it's doing. Gives you a single, tries to take stops. Gives you a single, tries to take stops. Gives you a single, tries to take stops. So like I said, 4,500 is the stop if you want to try to stay in, or even 99.75. But it's probably going to try to take it. Yeah, 49. What was that low there? So 49.75 would be, 49.75 would be the stop. Or 99.75. And maybe you're flat on the YM now, or you just have your stop here under this little retracement on the YM. There you go. Yes, doing exactly what we thought it was going to do. You'd scalp them on the short side if you wanted to, probably. Just realized that nothing that I was just saying was being heard. But I did say, did you hear me say you probably scalped the short on the ES? Call?
No, I don't.
Was I
think
muted for that?
I didn't hear that. You think you're muted?
Ah, okay. Oh, good then. Okay. So the market's doing exactly what I thought it was going to do, right? You'd be at, saying 49.75, probably a good stop, or 99.75 would be a good stop. And then you could probably scalp them short from there. And the ES is doing pretty much what we thought it's going to do. Give you a signal, run up some, then come back, take stops. Give a signal, run up some, come back, take stops. So that's kind of what we thought was going to be happening anyway. I did say that if and again, I did say that if we could break, you did hear me talk through that. If it did break that little area there, you had a chance for it to get higher, maybe even 05. But that didn't happen. So there you go. You can look for another long trade here in a minute, but we about half of our members are gone now, and I love that. I think that's awesome. They got their one or two good trades and walked away, and that's how you should do it on a morning like this morning. Get your one or two good trades in. Now it's just choppy. Your higher probability trades are gone for the morning. We really try to adhere to high probability trading. What makes high probability trading? Points of confluence. So find me some points of confluence that tell me you can take a nice little long signal or a nice short signal. Momentum's down below the 5-period moving average on the 15-minute chart. Chopping around. No real clear support, even though this has been acting like support. So, there's high probability that I think they said Fed probably wouldn't raise rates, but maybe I read something wrong. So we're not going to guess that. Who cares? Who cares what the Fed's going to do? We're going to show you guys how to trade the Fed this afternoon. So those of you that can be in this afternoon, I highly suggest it. Highly suggest it. But I tell you what we are going to do, probably about 11:40, 11:45, if we don't catch another trade. We're going to call it a morning, go into lunch, come back probably about 1:50, get ready for the Fed. That's just about the only thing we can do this morning, guys. Maybe look for one more chance at this. But I don't like the way the ES is breaking down right now. I would almost say that you could do the same thing as before. This little area here, maybe have a sell stop below it. Or if you get a hook up in stochastics, and maybe a W, some kind of little, like you saw this little pattern on this long signal here, get something like that. That gives you a sign that the market wants to turn around and go back up. YM starting to fall now, so you could treat that like an M on the YM, guys. If you want to do that short, you're flat on the long side. Or just wait for the next signal. If you're going to do it, if you want to look for a long, you want to do it with a W. You want a nice little W to form. If you want to look for the long signal, got a little W action here. Got a little tiny compact W action. I'm having a hard time saying to do anything, to be honest with you guys. I really am having a hard time. With
Rightfully so.
I just look at it, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What are we used to seeing? Used to seeing this kind of stuff, right? Swings. Now you just get range, drop, chop, 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 range, range. Then you get the drop if you did the sell signal. So that's I mean, that's it, guys. Again, I don't know if you guys want me to review the morning again, but that's pretty much the only thing that you had here was that sell stuff. Unless you get a little W to form. Maybe could look at a little buy signal here then. Still like to call this a W maybe. So maybe have a buy stop up there. On the ES charts, maybe have a buy stop up there. YM, you might be getting a little bit of a buy signal. Just if you do it, get your targets off fast. I wouldn't take the ES unless you get some kind of sign that it's going to, wouldn't take it on the long side unless you get some kind of sign that it wants to bottom out. Like a W or just a couple wicks coming off the bottom, something to give you a sign that it wants to go out. Now, did anybody do the sell stop on the short side? Anybody do that? Anyone do the sell stop on the short side with the ES? It was just about the only thing I saw there, guys. Okay, good. Good little scalp. It's about the only thing we could do with that one. So now if you do get a little W, that would be the midpoint. If you get a little W on the ES, that would be the midpoint. YM looks like you might be getting a little compact W. I'm just afraid to tell anybody to get anything right now, guys. I don't want to like. Anything, you're just staying on the short side for right now. Yeah. Staying on the short side for the time being, guys. Staying on the short side for the time being. If we see a good long, we'll take a look at it. But other than that, stay on the short side and squeeze your stops down. Still looking for a W on the ES. Yeah, it does work well. It worked very well.
Yeah, it opens the conversation basically.
Yeah. A couple more ticks on the YM short. We'll see if a first touch rule starts to form on the YM and it starts to work. Then you're going to want to jump into that on the ES. Same as before, guys. Same thought process before. If the first touch rule fails on the YM and keeps going down, you want to stay short on the ES. Anybody else grabbing the short, YM or ES? I know I got the same old two people that are always following each of the trades on the YM. They're in it. Green Jeans probably is getting a little piece of short on the YM. Now you're getting a little bit on the ES. Anybody getting anything on the ES on the short side? Yep, figured that. Anybody else? Everybody's pretty much done for the morning, I think. Okay. That's okay. It's about oh, Fritz getting some. All right, yeah, there you go, guys. Trail it down. If you see a W, both on the YMES, you get a W to form, then you want to squeeze the stops a little tighter and look for that long trade. Other than that, keep trailing on the short side. Yes, maybe getting that little W now, so you might want to consider. It is in a zone. Zones work. Maybe have your stop there, but patience on the long side. Don't just jump in the long, guys. Make sure that you get something that tells you it wants to make some kind of bottom on the chart. Prior swing on the YM, back down to a prior swing. So you guys might want to look at that W starting to form now, maybe. As far as that goes, down to a prior swing on the ES as well. So you might be able to get a little bit out of the long trade now. Still not 100% confident in it. So just have here's what you do. What your stop on the short side will be your entry place on the long side. That's not complicated, is it? So So you stop for the short side, and that way you just confirm that you'll be able to grab a couple ticks on the long side. In a situation like this, I'd rather be a little late to the trade than try to guess on this being the exact spot it wants to jump from. Does that make sense? I am starting to try to give a buy signal. So you, again, like I said, you might be able to grab a few ticks on the ES as well. There you go. You're in long on the YM now. And you're looking at getting targets off on the ES pretty quick here. See how that works, guys? A little patience. Have your buy stop in, ready to go. YM. All right, guys. There you go. Trading with a trend. Targets off. Get those targets off, guys. Targets off. Stop to no lose. Nice job, Coach Hugo. Maybe a little tight on the stop, but good job. Nice job. I like it. All right. Who else is grabbing a piece of the long side now? You guys had your fun on the short side. Got the W for the long signal. Good job. Okay. You only did one. Okay. Nice job, Coach Hugo. I mean, test. Test. I mean, test. Is that, I never know if it's Larry, Coach Hugo, or anybody else. George, you getting a piece of the long side? I know. I'm just messing around. Just being silly. Grab a little piece of that, George, on the MES. Just curious because you followed along on the other one. George, a trial George, not the other George. Hola. Oh, okay. All right. You followed along on the other one. I was just wondering. It's a little scalp, guys. So get your profits in. Make sure you take your profits. Stop to no lose. This has been the theme. ES is going to try to get you in a trade. It's going to come back down and try to take your stop. So you take your targets off, leave your stop at a no lose. So if you did less than a couple contracts, you're kind of stuck with either taking profits here or stop. Same on the YM, guys. Stop to no lose. It's been doing the same thing, trying to come back, take those stops out. The ES doesn't want to keep going up after this. This is probably going to be, it's 11:35. We'll give it 10 more minutes. Don't know if we're going to see much more action, guys. We've got this thing's slowing down. Let me try to do that again without blinking all the screens out. Slowing down. All right. See how that works, guys? See how that works? Don't let it take your stop. Now you can move your stop up a little bit on the ES. See how that works, guys? Get your targets off here. Put your stop in a no lose. Then when the market retraces and moves back up, squeeze the stop up under it. Not another bad area for a target. On the ES, if you've got still have contracts left, you might want to take a target. YM, are you still in it, Coach Hugo? Still in the long trade? Nope. Okay, it's good scalp. It's good scalp. Really good scalp. That's what I've been telling everybody to do this morning anyway. Scalp. Don't expect runners. Pick up a few ticks here and there and be happy with it. Pick up a few ticks. Again, YM's been way more forgiving this morning than the ES has. Way, way more forgiving. Probably a little tight on that stop, but yes. So you get a little chance. Take it. Be happy with the profits you get. Move on to the next one. That's all you can do today, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, all you can do. We had runners after runners after runners yesterday. By this time yesterday, everybody was like, we're going to go back to bed. It's 10:15 yesterday. About 10:15 yesterday, everybody was like, we're done. We're done trading. I love it. I love that about this group is, again, you go from 100 to half that this morning means that people were being disciplined. It means that they got their trades in. They got green and they were being disciplined. Well, first touch rule actually on the ES for a short signal. I don't know if you guys want to do that. Well, M and first touch rule, short signal on the ES. You guys want to do that? Well, M forming on the YM. If you want to take a look at that. Said maybe one more chance, but that just popped right in there and was super clean. Where do we start from? So probably around 92, 90, probably around 90 or 92 is where we're going to end up seeing this thing somewhere around that area. I would guess going into the Fed. So you guys, who read that they're going to raise rates? I thought I saw that there was a note, almost a non-chance of rates being raised. Now we don't guess, guys. We're not going to guess. We have a very specific rule and plan on how to trade the Fed. But I'm just curious. Anybody see something about it? Anybody read something about it? Paul said they were. What I just saw said they
I had
weren't.
read the possibility is no rate hike or a quarter bit.
All right, targets off on the M trade, guys. Targets off. Anybody catching a piece of the short? Anybody doing that? Green jeans, nice job. Targets off on the M trades. First touch rule on the ES. Get your targets off. Targets off, no lose. Shorts. Targets off, no lose on the shorts. Maybe you could be a couple more ticks down on the ES. Same as before. You get a little W. I'm gonna reverse and look at the long signal. I think this game is going to be ending pretty soon here this morning, guys, because there's just not a lot of confluence in the market right now. I'm trying to find it, guys, and I'm trying to build a storyline. Ticks staying below zero, which I mean, again, look back at the morning for the most part. Get a little push up. Ticks stayed above zero for a little bit. This ticks was staying just above zero all morning. No real push up. And now ticks are wanting to stay below zero. So now people might want to sell. All right, one more go of it. If you see a W, scalp it again. But if not, stay on the short side with the stop in place. Same on the YM. Get a little hook up stochastics. Might want to look at a scalp on the long side. Get a little W. Hook up stochastics. You might want to look at a scalp on the long side, but that would be just about it. Ticks just don't want to stay above zero, so if you do, scalp it, guys. All right. I know that. There I was again, just running my mouth with my mic on mute the whole time. Did you hear me talk through the trade at least, Coach Paul? No. What the heck? Who did anybody take the long trade? You guys heard me call the W though, right? If there's a W, you want to take it? Was I muted the whole time, Paul? Okay, so you did hear me call the W. So yes. Okay, good. All right. All right. All right. All right. Good job. Good, good. So this is the way we do it again, guys. I don't know what you heard, but if you take the midpoint, you start getting targets off here, your stop starts below the swing point we entered on, and you get your targets off. Don't let the ES come back and take your stop. Once that happens, you move your stop up, make a new high, and then you move your stop up. Now you can start trailing your stop into profits with the trade. So something like this area would be a good spot for your stop. YM, you can't really do much with a stop right now. Maybe a couple ticks on the YM. I was talking about all the people that were being done, Paul. I was naming. I literally was going through the list of who's left because we only got like over half of our members have left because they're done for the morning. So, hooray for you guys! They can't even hear me. I was like, you guys, the people I'm proud of can't even hear what I'm talking about. So I was trying to pick on D Nice. She hasn't said anything. Usually got something to say. Hi there. Sabra usually chimes in. Hopefully you had a pretty good morning. Take a couple trades, get green this morning, D Nice. Just been sitting on the sidelines watching. I bet D Nice has been sitting on the sidelines watching. Okay, good job. Keep it. Done. You're done for the morning. Done for the morning after that. Squeeze up your stops a little bit more, guys. Maybe a couple more ticks on the ES. YM, you still gotta after this one be done for the morning. Actually, after this one, we're all done for the morning. After this one, everybody's done for the morning. We're going to be going to take the lunch break, come back 150-ish, right around 150, get ready for the Fed. If you don't hear me for a few minutes, Paul, yell at me. Tell me my mic's muted.
Yeah, I had stepped away. I was doing some stuff. I don't know what I missed, but I was talking? Did you hear anything I was saying? I think I was on mute.
No.
Okay, I was on mute.
I can hear your mute button. You can hear it when you press it.
When I turn it on and off.
Yeah. All right. M starting to form. You guys might want to squeeze your stops a little bit. A couple more ticks on the YM maybe. And down to a Snell. All right. Yes, you could be at 97.50 now. YM, you could be at let's see, 02 on your stops. I did say we'd look for one more. There you go, guys. I mean, this is the type of numbers we see in the afternoon, Paul.
Right.
Of people in the room.
This is yeah, pretty much.
I love it though. I think it's great. We have everybody so well trained that they get their trades in and get the heck out of here. I can't say I don't know what I can say more about that. That's impressive. It's just impressive to me. I love that everybody that 60 people now have gotten their profits and walked away for the morning. That's impressive. I love it.
I like it.
And if you guys noticed, we didn't ask for the Get Green service this morning because, well, I haven't really liked anything. Maybe a couple more ticks on the stops, guys. You're starting to get back into that little chop area for the ES. Maybe even, here's a thought right now. Or just attach to the mid Bollinger. There you go. And you could do, since it's going to the top of the range here on the YM, you could pick your poison mid Bollinger or parabolic. There you go, guys. There's a thought for you. Make it simple. Yeah, just attach a mid Bollinger at this point on the ES. YM, pick your poison. Parabolic or mid Bollinger. YM, pick your poison. Parabolic and mid Bollinger. Parabolic's probably going to get you a better feel on the upside if it starts to turn over here. I like the mid Bollinger for the ES. And there you have it, guys. All right, so you guys attach to the mid Bollinger on the ES, or parabolic or mid Bollinger on the YM on this trade. To wait until noon to get it, but there's a decent trade. I mean, look how slow the tick counter is.
Yeah.
It's like no contracts being traded. All right. So let's start thinking lunchtime. I don't think people should be trading through lunch break today, but if you are, you're gonna probably get one swing up and down. And markets are probably going to end up somewhere. The ES at least probably going to end up somewhere in this area, coming into the Fed. And YM probably will sink back down a little bit to this little area, somewhere in the middle of the zone that's been chopping around in this morning, somewhere in this area in front of the Fed. Most likely that will be the case. Again, we don't want to make predictions. We just want to follow it. So, any questions? Just be attached to mid Bollinger on the long trade here, guys. And let's go into the lunch break and come back a little bit before 2, like 150. Make sure that we're ready to rock and roll for the Fed. Sound good, everybody? Sound good,
Sounds
guys?
like a plan.
If you're gonna trade the lunch break, just wait for the big swing. That's all you got to do. Wait for the one swing. All right, D nice. Great job. Attach to the mid Bollinger and walk away. That's all I gotta say. Attach it to the mid Bollinger and walk away from it. Attach it parabolic on the YM. Walk away from it.
Well, I'm gonna go. I gotta jump on a call. We'll see you guys
Coachings. All
this
right.
afternoon.
Get some coaching in. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. All right, guys. Let's step into the lunch break. Just attach to the mid Bollinger on the ES, attach to the parabolic on the YM, and you're done with the trade. Just follow it up. All right, guys. Have a good lunch break. See you guys back before the Fed announcement. I'll be sitting around here. If something crazy happens, I'll let you guys know. Probably gonna be flat here in a second. YM, you're getting close to being flat. If you follow the parabolic, you're on the mid Bollinger or not. Yes, looks like it's gonna come down and take you on the mid Bollinger, which is fine because you're back in that zone anyway. So there you go. That's the trade to finish up the morning. And let's come back this afternoon. 150. Be back around 150. All right, guys. Have a great lunch break. Thank you. Good job this morning.